what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Chase Vibes back in another video. As y'all can see from the title, today I'm going to be breaking down how I made this R&B beat for y'all. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so to start, I went ahead and made this main melody right here. It's a guitar out of Contact. Contact's a really good plugin for like a lot of real sounds. But it's this bank called Evolution Hollow Body Blues. It's a really good guitar bank. I used a preset called Deep C. And this is what I got. I worked in the key of A sharp minor. Now originally it sounded a lot more dry. It sounded like this, and I didn't really like that feeling. I kind of wanted it to be more ambient, so I went ahead and put on RC20 retro color, and I used Ediva's Guitar Magic 2 preset out of her new bank that she dropped. It just really gave it that more ambient feeling. All that I did was turn off the wobble and turn off the digital, and I got this, and it made it a lot more ambient. And then I went ahead and put on this free panning plugin called Pancake. I put on the preset left to right, and then I put the LFO on 2 bars, so that way it kind of just pans slower throughout your ear. Alright, and then next I went ahead and layered it with this pad out of Analog Lab 4. It's this preset called Like Usual, and this is what it looks like. All that I did to make these chords was just pretty much just build around the main guitar melody. I pretty much just built around that and just made those simple chords. I kind of just made this more full. It may look complex, but I just took like the root and then the fifth and dropped it down an octave just to make the chord more full. And then for the presets for that, all I put was on an EQ to low and high end out. Put on RC Retro 20, Ediva Spectrum preset. Pancake 2, kind of pan it left to right, the same one that I put on the main melody, the left to right preset, LFO on 2 bars, so that way it moves slower throughout your ears. And then I put on Soundganizer just to kind of turn it up. I felt like it needed to be a little bit more loud, but it's real subtle in the back. It kind of mixes well, as you can hear. It just gave it that extra touch that it needed. And then I went ahead and added this bass out of Analog Lab 4 again. It's this preset called Utopia Bass. I believe it's out of Kill September's bank. That's what it sounds like. Real beautiful. So next, one of my favorite parts that I went ahead and did, I played this out on the keys. I used this guitar again out of Evolution Hollow Body Blues, this R&B ballad preset, and I just went ahead and played out this melody. Real ambient, nice. So for the presets for that, I put on Pancake, same preset as I put on the main melody in the pad. An RC20 retro color, and I also put on the same preset, Ediva's Guitar Magic 2, for the same melody, and I just turned off the wobble and the digital. But that's how I got that. And then last but not least, for the melodies, I went ahead and added this piano for the second part of the hook and then throughout the verse. This is the piano that I used. It's called Noir Felt, I guess. It's a really good piano. All I did was turn up the dynamic, the reverb, the tonal shift, kept the delay the same and the color the same, and this is what I got. It's real subtle, but you can still feel it in the back. So that's that for the melodies. And then for the drums, this is what I got. I kept the drums really simple. If you listen to a lot of R&B songs, especially Brent, it's usually just 4 or 5 drums max, so this is what I got. As you can see, I left the kick really open. just to kind of just add more space for the artist to put the vocals, because in a lot of R&B songs they'll stack vocals, which fills up the beat. So that's usually why there's only 4 or 5 drums mats in a lot of songs. Sometimes there's only 3 drums, like a kick, a hi-hat, and a rim or a snare. So yeah, that was that for the kick. Then for the snare, just basic pattern hit on the 3. Then for the hi-hat, I went ahead and made this nice little hi-hat right here. As you can tell, I messed with the volume. That's that for the hi-hat. And I believe for the hi-hat, all I did was, I put on pancake, left to right preset. I kept it on 1 bar. And then I turned down the mids to 70%. So that way it's gently going through left to right ear if you listen. It's real subtle, it's barely noticeable, but it's still something that you can kind of feel. Then I went ahead and added this perk. And then last but not least, I added this open hat, and everything is real subtle. As you can tell, I have stuff panned over here. I panned the perk to the left, 25%. I panned the hi-hat or open hi-hat to the right, 28%. Just so it kind of stays out the mids in the middle. You kind of want to have your instruments panned so that way it stays out of like the center of the artist's vocals, and that way, you know, everything isn't in one specific spot. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much that for the tutorial. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment below what you guys want to see more of in the future. I appreciate y'all for watching, and I'm out.